it upon myself to venture into a territory which is far above me, much above me, which is the healing power of the Gurbani. The Gurbani is the content of the Guru Granth Sahib, and the Guru Granth Sahib, the holy book of the Sikhs, was compiled not just by the Sikh Gurus, but with borrowings from sages and saints from Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Buddhism. Since they had the, should we say, benefit of predecessors who belonged to ancient and world religions, they managed to get a lot of inputs. The healing touch of the Gurbani, as they call it, is a subject which everybody is aware of, but which is not debated too much. And I'm sure there must be reasons for that. In my own small way, I will attempt to divulge some of the content that I have learned about the healing power of the Gurbani. Before I start, I want to tell you that in my perception, I'm a travel journalist and author. I've been doing that for 45 years, but I've noticed three things. One is that if you see people, religious people from any religion, by religious people I mean either those who actually know the scriptures, who follow the religion, or those who work in places of worship, I've noticed that regardless of which religion they belong to, they have a certain serenity on their faces. I used to notice this when I was much younger, and I notice this today when I'm much older. They have a calm about them. The second thing that I notice, which is common in all religions of the world, is that deep down they all propagate the theory of doing good. They never even suggest doing anything bad. And the third thing, which I noticed, I may be wrong, is that almost every religion tries to say in one form or the other that you don't have to punish yourself to be religious. You don't have to punish yourself to show people who you are. You don't have to sort of stand on burning coal. Just meditating or just feeding the poor is enough. These are three things I noticed. These are purely my own perspective, which I wanted to share with you. Bani hai Guru, Guru hai Bani. Comprising the text of the Holy Guru Granth Sahib, with contributions from several exalted spiritual people of different religions, Gurbani or Bani is like a vast and deep ocean of knowledge and divinity. It is actually an all-in-one roadmap to follow the true path of life and live it on a higher plane. Very significantly, because of what it teaches, Gurbani is also a great teacher, a great healer, and the ultimate stress buster. Now, what stress buster means differs from person to person. What stress is differs from person to person. The Bani is also a sort of a self-help doctor. It provides the diagnosis, the prescription, and the treatment. And I believe it provides a cure. But if you stick with the holy scriptures of the Guru Granth Sahib, the Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, the Bible, there's so much similarity in them, and they are bursting with wisdom and goodness. Family concerns and problems create great stress. Addressing these helps us in every possible way. If you talk to the stress masters of the world, doctors who have spent 50 years in this subject, they will tell you that 50% stress comes from those immediately around you, family members. And that is natural because we live in a material world. We eat material food. Therefore, it's natural. The scriptures of the Gurbani and other holy books help us, weaning us away from negativity. So spiritually, socially, culturally, and poetically rich are the hymns of the Bani that they wean seekers away from the negative and damaging characteristics of human nature, which are mainly hatred, bigotry, fanaticism, and irrational impulses. By doing this, it soothes our nerves and brings out the best in human beings. It is therapy in its purest, rawest form. People are good. Gurbani teaches us how to put that good to good use. We must never ever believe that people are bad or that everyone is bad, because fundamentally it is no doubt that people are good. How to channelize that good for the good of mankind and womankind is the trick. And that is what the holy books teach us. Understanding ourselves. Those who understand and are devoted to the Gurbani automatically learn about self-realization, self-introspection, self-discipline, and simplicity. Armed with such knowledge, they can learn to steer their own paths. With it comes a degree of independence. They attain spiritual bliss and solace through recitation of God's name. Bliss and solace which is actually understandable, which is actually chewable, which is actually digestible. They do this without ignoring their household duties or losing their earthly touch. The Gurbani stresses